Eyes are designed to see plants in drifts, in waves, blossoming freely through the fields and forests. In nature, plants behave that way. They grow together, one group of plants, drifting and slowly changing its color, giving way to another plant, another type of plant. So the same in our garden. Our eyes are designed to see plants in drifts, in groups planted together. Not one, but 3, 7, and list goes on, the numbers go on. This video is dedicated to planting my Roald Dahl rose, which finally arrived, and I'm planting it as one big shrub, and I'm using 5 Roald Dahl roses. The planting would be in the front of my garden to bring beautiful curb appeal to my house, where everybody can enjoy that beautiful, wonderful rose. I'm sitting near my 2 Olivia Austin roses, which were planted the other day. By the way, here's a video how I did it. And here I have 5 bare-rooted Roald Dahl roses, which arrived the other day, I think several days ago. And that day it was just miserable outside. Then we had a day with a very cold weather. Then yesterday was raining, today in the morning was raining, and finally we have beautiful sun and birds, so I'm ready to plant my roses. Now these roses, because I ordered them as a set of 5, and for those who don't know, I will repeat myself, you can go on David Austin website and order a bundle of 5. I believe they have a bundle of 10. At that time, Roald Dahl was out of stock on David Austin website, so I panicked. I wanted originally to order 6 roses to create this big bush, but I went for the bundle of 5. And because the bundle is of 5, you pay for a rose a little bit cheaper, I believe $25, I'm not sure, and you receive 2 mycorrhizae fungi with those roses. Now, I never really used mycorrhizae fungi in my garden because I invest heavily into the health of the rose and in the place where these roses are going to be planted. I deliberately, several years ago, I went into deeper levels of soil, I digged all those stones out, I took all that orange clay out, and I put good healthy soil with cow manure there. So I still hope that that soil is very good. Plus the fact that many years ago, before all these houses were built here, there was a pig farm here. I think pigs helped the soil to be good here as well. Now, on this package it says that these fungi go into this collaboration with roots of the plant, and they almost like extend the root system of the plant and help rose roots search for nutrients, water, and bring it back to the plant. So this, if it's applied correctly, it can have a very long-lasting effect, will help the plant to adjust to a new location quicker, better, and perform so much better. All right, so this is the area where my beautiful rose is going to be planted. This area is to the left of our house, near the driveway. As you can see, it's a fairly big chunk of land. Here we have several plants which I have to move. We have Nepeta here, and this Nepeta is forming a nice hedge here, together with sedums. But here, as you can see, this Nepeta has to be moved together with, unfortunately, bleeding hearts. They are not going to be happy if I'm going to move them in spring because they are just ready to blossom. So I will interrupt that blossoming cycle of theirs, but I really do need to move them. And we have this rose here. As you can see, what a different sight from last year. I really went ahead and cleaned out all old wood, all damaged stuff. Now, in case somebody of you don't know, there's a history of this rose. This rose was given to me by my husband. It's a yellow rose. I have no idea what the name of this rose is. It's very sickish, and I really don't like how it looks. So finally, what I got out of him this year, he finally said to me, you can do whatever you want with this rose. It's your garden, but please do replant it. So the most I got from my husband is to replant this rose, which I'm going to do. Now, old rose and replanting really don't go very well together. Old roses don't want to be replanted. So I'm going to give it a try and see what happens. all these roots. I don't think these are rose roots. I think these are the roots of the maple tree, which is growing right on another side of the sidewalk. David Austin himself admits that roses, especially old-fashioned roses, which are blooming continuously, meaning they are repeat blooming, but they look like old-fashioned roses, they do have two disadvantages in the garden, because we expect them to bloom all the time, or at least repeat their blooms during the season. They are heavy performers, and very often the breeders put those roses onto a different rootstock to support all that, all that growth and all that bloom. So as a result, the point where roses are grafted is very narrow. And the shape of the rose is narrow at the bottom, and it grows into a fan shape. Now, if a rose has an arching habit, that is not a big deal, because that's what we are looking for, a narrow bottom and arching habit. But if rose is not in an arching habit, if we want to achieve a round shape, let's say, of a rose, then we have a problem, because the point of entry into the soil is very narrow. So the way out of it, David Austin recommends to plant more than one bush. Plant 3, 5 or more varieties in the same spot. So here we go. He recommends to plant 18 inches apart, which is 45 centimeters. This stick is 18 inches apart. And these are my future, I'm going to place these sticks where my roses are going to grow. So here we go. So what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to place these sticks where I'm going to plant my roses, measure the distance of 45 inches approximately, and put these sticks in to see how it will look. Now, at the beginning, when I was ready to buy this set of roses from David Austin website, David Austin was temporarily out of Roald Dahl, so I panicked and I ordered the bundle of 5 roses. Originally I wanted to order 6 roses, because I was thinking that I should plant 1 rose in the middle and then 4 roses on the side. But now, since I have 5 roses, since I have 5 roses, this is approximately how it's going to look. 45 inches apart, so it means I have to dig more to make sure that these walls are further in, more space. All right, more digging. Oh gosh, I'm going to be sore tomorrow. My roses were healed for several days. So here I have a bucket with water, and I'm going to get them out from here. I put this bench to protect them from the sun. Now I'm going to get them out into the water and bring them to the front. Very carefully, not to damage any roots. The root system of these babies is fairly small, so off it goes into the water right away. You know what my mistake I did? They arrived bundled together, all the root systems, to fit the package, and I didn't put them I didn't separate them. I just put them like that into the soil, and now instead of picking one, I have to pick all of them, which can be problematic. You see? So you live and learn, right? Oh well. All right, good. So in the future, when I'm going to buy these roses as a bundle and heal them as a bundle, I will make sure I will heal them as a separate unit, not 5 together. Oh well, you live and learn. it's easier to pick them all together. Goody, goody, goody. All right. All right, now these guys are easy. All right, 2 hours later, my family is well fed, everybody's having happy tummies, but my project is still not finished. Gosh, it's taking me the whole day to do this. So I took all my Roald Dahls out of the soil right there, they are in the bucket, and I'm going to build this area here. I'm going to put all sorts of goodness in, whatever I can. Look at this. This is my 1-year-old compost. It still has some sticks. But it's okay, it's going in here. Then I'm going to just throw in whatever I can to make this area a very happy home for my roses. Now let's see, how deep do I have to? All right, I have to build hills pretty high. I'm not going to put these roses very deep because I want to raise this area, the soil level, a little bit higher and make it like a raised hill here instead of a flat area. I think it will look much better. So something like this. Okay, I'm making 5 hills. Okay, hill number 1. Hill number 2, right here. Hill number 3, right there. Hi, baby. That's my baby boy right there. Did I touch something here? Oh yes, I did. That's my Nepeta. I forgot about her. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to place, oh no, one more hill I forgot. All right. Ooh. This looks a little midgety, but it's okay. Again, roots should be spread nicely. All right, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 3, Goody goody. And one more. Oh, this is a good one. A balanced root system. Now, because I garden in zone 6-7, by all means, I make sure that my bud union is buried. Now, I'm going to raise the soil a little bit higher, so it will come somewhere around here. So what I will see on top would be just stems coming out of the soil. Okay, good. Before, I brought a lot of compost here. All this is compost. Stickers, I forgot to take stickers off. It's very important, if you plant roses like that, or if you choose roses in bundles to plant as hedges, it's very important to choose the same variety, because if you combine 2 or 3 different varieties of roses, some of them might outcompete another, and as a result, one rose can slowly deteriorate and another rose can slowly take charge and take all the space and the resources. Now the trick is to put soil back. Last push before the night comes. You know why I'm rushing to? I'm singing in the church choir and it starts at 7. Oh gosh, it's after 6 already. I have to make sure that the soil doesn't have any pockets, air pockets inside. So I'm not stepping with my full weight. But I make sure that soil is compacted around the roots. My soil is very sandy. It's going to disappear in no time. Oh, I see where water is running. So that area is a little bit lower than this one. I don't think I would be able to make it all pretty today. I will just cover roses and that would be it for today. Gosh, this is... My husband came back from work. He looked at all this area and he asked me one question. Where is my yellow rose? I said, it's right there. You see that area there? I planted that rosy right there, and it actually looks very good. I looked at the root system of that rose, and it had a lot of dead roots, so I kind of cleared it up, and I think it looks good here. Let's see. Usually old roses don't like to be transplanted. Let's see how this rose will do here. And by the way, in case you're wondering what those are 2 Shropshire lad climbers, which came yesterday or today. I forgot. Yesterday. I kept them in the water overnight, planted them out here, and I'm going to build some sort of an arch support to hold those beautiful blooms. And you know how roses, when they bloom, they want to go out and then cascade. So I want to build a support which will kind of support those cascading vines. When we have a usual, like an obelisk, we have to move the stems around, but I don't like that. I want the roses to be going up and then fall out with blooms. So this is what I want to do with these 2 Shropshire lads. And this one, by the way, mind you, is my Desdemona with this long of a rootstock, so I planted it out there. Its own root. Shropshire lads are grafted. Roald Dahl is grafted too. Oh gosh. All right, let me finish this business here. I opened up my compost bags through winter, and I was able to get 10 buckets of compost for the garden, fresh, nicely done. So some of it went here into this flower bed, which is very good. Okay. Goody goody. I see happy warmies. All right, this is good for tonight. I'm exhausted. Tomorrow I will come in, clean it all up, and try to build up the level of the soil a little bit more, maybe like this, with garden compost, because I still have several bags and it's really good stuff. So a little bit more like this, and then my roses will be good to go. I will make a big rim around them too, for the soil to hold water. All right, so that's it. Happy gardening. We'll see you next time.